Good blessed Tuesday, April the 16th, 2024. The time being 6:41 a.m. I greet all human beings all around the world with a universal greetings of peace and the blessings of God be with you. It doesn't matter what your political, philosophical, personal, nor your religious beliefs may be. Doesn't matter whether you the richest to the poorest person on the face of this earth. It doesn't matter if you the proclaimed toughest to the proclaimed weakest person on the face of this earth. Doesn't matter if you my family, friends, nor my proclaimed enemies. It doesn't even matter whether you like me or anything that I say or do. That's your prerogative. You have so many amendments to the United States Constitution to do as you please. And one of them is the First Amendment, the freedom of speech, freedom of press, freedom to gather, freedom to associate. You also have a amendment that some people, when you are dealing with a racist and corrupted sheriff department here in Charleston, Missouri, Mississippi County, and a racist and a corrupted police department here in Charleston, Missouri, you need to exercise your Fifth Amendment to remain silent. And when I say racist and corrupted, if the shoe fit, wear it. If you're not racist and corrupted and you working at the Mississippi County, Missouri, Charleston, Missouri, Mississippi County Detention Center or up under the sheriff, Britton Ferrell, if the shoe don't fit your feet, don't wear it. If you ain't racist or corrupt, don't let it bother you. If it bother you, you must be amongst them, because he breeding young little Ku Klux Klans. The same with Robert Hearns. Robert Hearns is a Ku Klux Klan, or a Nazi, whatever you want to call him. If you not a part of what he doing, then if the shoe don't fit your feet, don't wear it. But what I want to share y'all today, families and friends, all of my followers, those that don't dislike me, I want y'all to just know that, all right now, I want y'all to know I am in combat mode. You see, I was raised by a honorably discharged World War II veteran, Johnny A. Ivy Sr. Also, I grew up around my dad's brother, Ernest Ivy Sr., a career war veteran. I grew up around my cousin, Larry Wallace, a Vietnam veteran. And all of them taught me and my brothers about warfare. They said at a time of peace, you always be prepared for war. You see, all of them experienced racism here in the South, because all of them grew up and born in the South. And all of them experienced racism within the military when they fight in other countries. The same countries that they fighting against treated them better than the people that they was fighting for here in the United States, wearing the same uniform they wear. And if the shoe fit, wear it. But what I want y'all to see is Britton Ferrell. Let me spell his name out for y'all. I'm hoping I spell it right. Britton is the first name. It should be Coward on the first part of it. You know how people have King such and such. He should be Coward. Last name is Ferrell. I'm gonna show you how he put me and my two young daughters' lives in danger 3 times by lying. The first time was, let me see, it was January the 11th, 2023 in Vienna, Illinois, Johnson County, at the courthouse when I went down there, when his captain, Barry Morgan, who was charged, arrested, and pled guilty, that the Illinois State Police arrested him for official misconduct. The official misconduct was from Barry Morgan chasing after a suspect who stole his vehicle. Let me show you how stupid and a coward Barry Morgan, the captain, is up under Britton Ferrell. Stupidity draws stupidity. He got a suspect handcuffed in the front, sit him in the front of a running sheriff truck vehicle, then trying to go out and boast with some of the other sheriff deputies, some of the other Ku Klux Klans, and the Knights, and the Grand Wizard. And that suspect seen him out there boasting, got in the driver's seat, and guess what? Took off. Made Barry Morgan look what he is, a stupid captain who shouldn't even have that position. He took off, headed for the Illinois Missouri Bridge, got over it, was chased all the way down to Vienna, Illinois, Johnson County, almost 40-something miles away. But on the way, but guess what Barry Morgan was doing? While he was chasing him, shooting out his window. Then when he caught up, when the State Highway Patrol, Illinois State Highway Patrol, and some of the other sheriff deputies caught up with the individual, Barry Morgan beat him up. So the Illinois State Police Criminal Division did an investigation, and Britton Ferrell, Barry Morgan's boss, said they did an internal investigation and said they didn't see Barry Morgan did nothing wrong. You ain't gonna find no internal investigation. The Ku Klux Klan don't investigate the Ku Klux Klan, but the Illinois State Police did their job. The criminal division charged him with official misconduct for shooting out the window, endangering not only other law enforcement officials, endangering the suspect and other people that was driving, shooting out a vehicle now, and battery on a suspect. Britton Ferrell, when I was down there, the video to show Barry Morgan pleading guilty that he shouldn't be on the sheriff's department, Britton Ferrell put my life in danger when I videoed him. And I said, Britton Ferrell, and he gonna say, thank you for supporting the sheriff department. Thank you for coming down here supporting my captain, knowing that ain't what I came down to do, like I'm working with him. That was on January the 11th. Look at my YouTube on January the 11th, 2023. Now, let's go to July the 20th, 2023. Right here in Charleston, Missouri, Mississippi County, on the streets of Locust, I believe it is, and Marshall Street. The Missouri State Highway Patrol was making the bus down here. They arrested 19 individuals that they alleged to be gang and drug dealers, and it was tied up with a RICO case. You will see Britton Ferrell and Captain Barry Morgan sitting on the corner like they part of the bus. They wasn't part of the bus. They didn't even need them. They don't want them. He said the same thing. He said it out on my camera. Look it up. He said, thank you for helping us out with this. Then just yesterday, on April the 15th, 2024, on the right, a hop, skip, and a jump from my house, when they went to a house on Warhausen in Vine Street, Barry Morgan, Captain Barry Morgan, Britton Ferrell, and a new clan that they got working for him, a young white boy. And this ain't nothing against white people, but the way he acted yesterday, like he was behind me like he was finna do something, Britton Ferrell did like this. You don't have to wave him down. I ain't none of that guy that you tased, Bill Barry and them roughed up in East Prairie. I ain't now one of them that you killed in jail. You see, I know how to use these here without a weapon. These is a weapon. Karate is my secret. I bear no weapon. And I pray that I don't ever have to use one. But I will defend myself. I told you who I was raised up around. But Britton Ferrell made another comment. He said, thanks for the tip. They going into a house concerning an individual that got murdered by his own brother, and they going in the house to intimidate somebody else to try to make it look like they making the bus, Britton Ferrell and them. The State Highway Patrol on April 11, 2024, I videoed them in the 700 block of Vine Street making the arrest of the individual that murdered his own brother. Now, if they'd made the bus in the sheriff's department and the police department here in Charleston, Missouri, which ain't worth 2 dead flies with their wing cut off, no disrespect for any of you police or sheriff deputies that's doing your job, but y'all bosses, to me, is like 2 dead flies with their wings cut off. But if the sheriff department, if the Missouri State Highway Patrol done arrested this guy for murder, anything else that's dealing with it, it should go to the Missouri State Highway Patrol, get a credit to them. But Britton Ferrell, he said it openly before he went in the house. Thanks for the tip. Then when he came out, I said, can you repeat that? Because you putting me and my daughters and them lives in danger. You see, I already had my daughter and them said people approaching them saying, oh, your daddy giving information? People approaching me. You see what I'm saying? Putting me and my kids' lives in danger. But I told him, I said, produce a phone call that I made to you. Produce some paperwork that I gave you. And he talking about, you said you wanted to stay anonymous. Now, take a look at that. Hypothetically speaking, which it didn't happen, but hypothetically speaking, if I did say I want to stay anonymous, then how in the hell do you have my name? Let's say, hypothetically speaking, that I did call, which I know I didn't. I wouldn't even call 911 if I seen him and his wife and kids laying. I don't care. None of y'all don't like what I'm saying. If I seen his wife and kids and him laying down on the ground dying, I wouldn't call for help. You see what I'm saying? But hypothetically speaking, if I did say, well, this is Raymond Lewis Ivy, I want my name to stay confidential. Then when I was videoing you going down there to intimidate the people that stayed next door to me so it can make like y'all done made a bust on this murder, I asked you to repeat yourself. I said, produce it. And you said I want to stay anonymous. If I said I want to stay anonymous, then you breached that by saying, thank you for the tip. You said you wanted to stay anonymous. You see, when you said that, and then I told you what God would say, you listen to what the hell I'm saying, Britton Ferrell, because you was a coward without that badge. You couldn't come in our neighborhood, man. White and black people don't like you. White and black people don't like Barry Morgan. White and black people don't like Robert Hearns, because y'all racist. And everybody in this town ain't racist. You got people in the courthouse, in the police department that don't like y'all. Y'all don't like me because I'm a nigga that ain't scared to stand up to y'all. I ain't scared to die. I gotta die one day. You see, my daddy was 18 years old when he went to fight against Adolf Hitler. He said if he was afraid, they would never know. But he said his worst fear was you people here in Charleston, Missouri, Mississippi County, and if the shoe fit where, the racism that they experienced here. You see what I'm saying? They experienced it there because they put my daddy and all other blacks from Charleston and every place else, they put them in different bunkers than the whites. So what the hell did y'all got my daddy over there fighting in a war against Adolf Hitler when Adolf Hitler was right here in Charleston, Missouri, Mississippi County? Y'all didn't even want my daddy and them to go to the white school. Google it up. Davis versus the Charleston, Missouri Consolidated School number 7. But I'm just letting y'all know this here. Britton Ferrell has put me and my family in danger. So did Barry Morgan. So did Robert Hearns. Robert Hearns, Barry Morgan, Britton Ferrell, And then they got Lester Gillespie and Rodney Jones going around to black businesses telling them don't talk to me, calling me a rapist. Rodney Jones the one, that's what he went to jail for rape. Him and Lester was crackheads out here. Crackhead female didn't want to give Rodney no sex, and he laid there and raped her and went to the penitentiary. Now show me why I raped somebody. But I tell you one thing is, you come to try to tase me like you did that white guy in East Prairie, Berry, I'll turn that taser back around on you, especially if I ain't resisting. The man that wasn't doing nothing, he was on the ground and you tasing him in the neck. You coward, it's gonna come to you and your family too. People ain't forgot that. And see, one thing about me, that you and Britton Ferrell, Lester Gillespie, Rodney Jones, and the Ministry Alliance, if you look at the Charleston, Missouri City Council meeting on April the 9th, you'll see the city manager say, well, we talked to the Charleston, Missouri Ministry Alliance. Ministry Alliance don't give a damn about the black community. 99.99% of y'all is Ku Klux Klan. Now show me what the Ministry Alliance, Reverend Elder Betts or Superintendent Betts, who are part of it, he ain't doing a damn thing in this community. That community center, that family center supposed to be a community center. I ain't got nothing against your family, but Elder Betts, Rodney Jones, Lester Gillespie ain't no different than them Ku Klux Klans. I'm going to leave right here. I'm going to let y'all know. People that know me know what Britton Ferrell was saying wasn't true. But one of y'all try to put your hands on me or my daughters, Charleston, Missouri will be shut down. And Britton Ferrell, you said I threatened you. I said God gonna put you and your wife and kids where y'all belong, in the cemetery. That's what I said. I just said I was gonna put you in there. You notice when y'all put all these cowards like Barry, Barry and Nigel, y'all put all of them up against me. Look where they at now. You see what I'm saying? Darren McCain wouldn't prosecute him. Look where he at now, in the cemetery. All of y'all go to the cemetery or the jail, or something happened to your family that mess with me. Because see, I'm sent by God. I'm an ambassador, whether y'all like it or not. I'm a black ambassador. You can call me a nigger. You can call me anything. You can call me a rapist. But prove what you saying. Prove what you saying. You barred me from the CF by our community center, the Helen Kern Center, where blacks stood up like I'm standing up, but you let people like Lester Gillespie, Susanna Wesley, and some of these NAACP, when I was sitting there over there after Britton Ferrell did what he did, one of the NAACP female members came over there. You all right? Like you give a damn if I'm all right. Everything is over with now. You working hand in hand with them people. If I wasn't all right, I wouldn't need your damn help. Peace be still. Let me add this on. You know, I'm getting a little old and I forgot to add this on to show you how racist Britton Ferrell is and how he discriminates now. Listen to this real good. Here it is. Barry Morgan was arrested by the Illinois State Police Criminal Division, and charges was filed with the Illinois State Appellate Prosecuting Attorney, not the regular attorney. See, the appellate prosecutor attorney is when a person is convicted. A regular attorney done got somebody convicted and they appeal it. Then you got the appellate prosecuting attorney. They filed charges against Barry Morgan for official misconduct and for a battery on a suspect. The other one that you see on my thing when he was tasing the guy, you know, he never was charged for that because Britton Ferrell never documented. He never documented when Lester Gillespie was forcing his way into this house at 603 Vine Street in Charleston, Missouri, in one of his rental apartments. When the girl that was living there, her and her minor children, the girl wouldn't sleep with him. He want to force his way in, and you can hear the sheriff deputy who quit up under Britton Ferrell because Britton Ferrell let Lester go when he arrested Lester for burglary and an assault, forcing his way up into that apartment. But just what I want to tell y'all now: if Britton Ferrell, if Barry Morgan was convicted or pled guilty to a battery on a suspect, and at the same time he was charged with official misconduct for shooting out the window, but he was never disciplined by Britton Ferrell. The only way he got arrested and was put on 12 months, either probation or court supervision, is because of the Illinois State Police stepped in and did their legal job. Britton Ferrell said his staff didn't see nothing Barry Morgan did wrong. But now Barry Morgan wasn't fired, he wasn't disciplined, and he was still going out on calls. Look at my YouTube video from December the 15th, 2022, when Barry Morgan was still out on bond. He didn't plead guilty to the next year in January. Now, if he didn't get fired or disciplined, tell me how is a black guy working there almost, I think, 15 months or maybe longer or a little bit less, a black guy that never missed a day. Black guy ain't never got written up. Black guy missed one meeting. When they was talking about some type of training for medical, he had it already. Instead of somebody in authority calling him, and they let a young white guy that had just started working, coming from Kentucky, call this black guy and told him that Britton Ferrell said he no longer have a job because he missed that. Now, you done fired a black guy for that. It wasn't that, because it was the fact that the black guy was a man. He was teaching them young guys, black and white and females in the jail, about God. He was bringing unity in the jail. That's why Britton Ferrell got rid of the was then head jailer then. Because the head jailer, he didn't like what Barry Morgan was doing to them inmates. But that's just to show you another sign of racism. Here it is, the Illinois State Police lock up the captain, and nothing done to him by Britton Ferrell. But Britton Ferrell fire a black man, and then had a guy that with no rank, the same. He been working there lesser than the black guy had been, and had the white guy call him and say that you no longer have a job. Ain't that something? Y'all think about that. Before you go and vote for Britton Ferrell in August of 2024, y'all think about that. Somebody get up and run against him. I'm going to leave y'all with that. Think about it. Wake up.